Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Glad to have you all back with me for another week where we can talk music, y'all. I'm Lewis Boyd, and I'm so thankful that you all are with me today, as you all have been every week. I want to thank you all for your comments, for your likes, for your shares. I want you all to continue doing that. Don't forget, like and share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all, so you can get the notifications so that whenever we come on, you'll be able to watch. But yes, I'm glad to be back here. We're going to talk about another great choir this week, another great choir that absolutely dominated the 1980s with a couple other ones. But yeah, I'm just excited about this particular album right here. Now, it actually came out before I got saved, but when I got saved, I heard all of these songs and I thoroughly enjoyed this album, y'all. This is an excellent album by an excellent choir. We're going to go to Chicago today, one of my favorite cities, absolutely one of my favorite cities, because that's where my dad was raised, and I still got family there. Shout out to the Boyd family in Chicago, Reverend J.C. Boyd, my Aunt Carolyn, my cousins Junior and Rochelle, and Derek, who's in Atlanta. But shout out to the family over there. But this choir out of Chicago, one of the greatest choirs ever to form. They had a very strong team behind them, a few strong pens behind them. I've made mention of one of those strong pens a few episodes back because they did some work with the Winans, but they have another strong pen who was also a strong vocalist. And this album also has some very well-known vocalists, and one of those vocalists is actually here in the city of Detroit, somebody I've had the pleasure of knowing for a few years. And her and her family, I've had the pleasure of knowing them for a few years. But I really want to talk about them today, and I want to honor them and their late great leader. And I am talking about Reverend Milton Brunson and the Thompson Community Singers. Now, they, of course, like I said, they dominated the 80s along with Thomas Whitfield and along with other choirs like Donald Vales and the Choraliers and Keith Pringle and his choir. Keith Pringle by himself was a great solo artist, but he had a choir back in the day too. But so many choirs. But around about the Midwest area, yeah, it was Thomas Whitfield and it was the Thompson Community Singers. So just kind of partial to that. Like I said, my birth city, my other favorite city. So hey, it's a win-win for me. But yes, I want to honor Milton Brunson. They had a few albums before this particular album that we're going to talk about. Before then, they had an album called It's Gonna Rain. And believe it or not, Marvin Winans had something to do with that album. That would be this one right here, It's Gonna Rain. And yes, Marvin Winans wrote the title cut to this one, y'all. Y'all didn't know that one, did you? Well, oh yeah, Marvin Winans wrote that song. But the album that I want to do today by them is called There Is Hope. And that would be this album right here. Now, this album has so many great, wonderful, timeless songs that choirs to this day still sing. And there's one song in particular that I've heard a few people sing, and they've done it some great, great, great justice. One singer in particular that covered it, a lady named Ashlyn Cole. She was on Sunday's Best, and I saw a video of her singing it. Now, Ashlyn Cole is Caucasian, but yeah, you wouldn't tell if you heard her sing. But yeah, she absolutely killed this song and did it some great justice and just blew the roof off the place wherever she was when she was singing it. But I want to get into that song that she did. And it is actually the first song on this album, and it is a timeless classic song called Safe in His Arms, you all. So listen, you need to just get your hands ready and have them up like this, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing by the time this song is over with. So y'all, let's get into it.
helps me to do what others can do most. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in His arms. Because the Lord is my shepherd, I have everything I need. Lets me rest in the meadow's grass, and He leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing health, and He helps me to do what others can do most. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe.
Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, man. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song, man. Such a beautiful song. Like I said, man, if it doesn't, it has blessed so many people. It has blessed me. When I first heard it, I said, wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So glad to be safe in the arms of Jesus. So glad to be safe. So glad to know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. They can put it together. They can even fire it or swing it or sling it or whatever. It's not going to work. So trust me, because I'm safe. I'm safe in His arms, y'all. Listen, there's another song on here that's going to tell you why I'm safe. Tell you why I'm safe in His arms. Tell you why you're safe in His arms. This next song here is a testimony, and it's also a very uplifting song with a great message, y'all. Song is simply called The Holy Ghost. Yep. You wonder what's keeping you safe? You wonder what's keeping us safe? It is the Holy Ghost. It is the Holy Ghost, and it does lead, it does guide us, you all. So let's check this next song out. Oh yeah, the Holy Ghost, moving down in my soul, y'all. Listen again. You wonder what keeps me safe? You wonder what keeps me covered? You wonder what keeps us from falling into temptation? Yes, it is the Holy Ghost, y'all. Man, told y'all this album got some great songs on here. Y'all listen, Reverend Milton Brunson, before he became the pastor of Christ Tabernacle Church in Chicago. Yeah, he was the musical director there, but eventually did become the pastor. And he put together this great collective of singers and musicians. Some of those musicians, like I said, I mentioned, we spoke about one musician. It was Percy Beatty. So like I said, you heard him a few weeks ago when we were talking about the Winans, and he wrote a song with Marvin Winans that featured Michael McDonald. But yeah, man, Percy Beatty, who wrote quite a few songs on this album as well. Great keyboard player, again, a strong pen in his own right. But another one of those strong pens is Darius Brooks. Listen, Darius Brooks is absolutely one of my favorite writers, man. Darius Brooks wrote so many of these timeless gospel songs that the Thompson community singers have sung over the years. And my goodness, you gotta be one anointed person that write some songs that we still singing, y'all. We still singing Safe in His Arms and other songs that he has written. And even some of his own songs that he's recorded. He has one that he recorded a few years ago called Your Will. And I mean, we still listening to that one. I mean, that's a very powerful song. Darius Brooks is one of the most powerful writers ever. And I absolutely love his music, y'all. But listen, I gotta flip the record over for this next song. Another classic song by the Thompson community singers on this album. Oh, by the way, this song that just played featured one of the greatest singers of our time, a sister by the name of Leanne Fain, y'all. Leanne Fain, my goodness, we've often loved her voice, and she's done quite a few songs. She's led quite a few songs for the Timmies as well. But listen, gifted and anointed vocalist, y'all. Let me flip this record over. We're gonna get into this next song. It's called Over and Over. He keeps on blessing me. This actually has the whole choir singing this song, but give me a minute. how funky this band is getting right now? Oh man. Listen, I remember singing this song in the choir back in the day when I first joined the choir, when I first got saved. Shout out to everybody that was in the St. Paul Soul Saving Mass Choir back in the day. Man, we used to do this song and used to just sing the church all the way in, man. Still, but this song is still just bad to this day, man. I love that song. But my goodness, this band was Percy Beatty, Darius Brooks, Reverend Milton Brunson's son, Kevin on the drums. Yeah, that was him on the drums, y'all. Man, listen. Listen, I dare say there was a group of daredevils just like Andre Crouch and the Winans and all of them, man. They really put together some great music. And this is absolutely a timeless album, man. Timeless album. Now, we got one last song that we gotta do. And it's a song called There Is No Failure. Now, this song right here is led by Sister Sylvia Mickens. And now, let me tell you something. I've known Sister Mickens for years. I've known her daughter, Rebecca, who is a preaching machine. My goodness, she just opened her mouth and God just does the rest with her. She's absolutely anointed. She has a son also named Joshua that is an excellent drummer, man. Yeah, those are my people. So love them to death. Love them to death. We're going to get into this last song that Sylvia sung on this album when she was a part of the Thompson Community Singers. Again, it's called There Is No Failure. Let's get into it, y'all. Man. I'm gonna let it keep playing, but y'all, my God, my God, y'all, this, man, man, this album is a classic. This album is a classic, man. Listen, y'all, show y'all the lead singers have all been profiled on this album cover. This is Sylvia Nicholson Mickens, who's singing right now. Leanne Fain, who you all heard on Holy Ghost. Beatrice Gardner, who sung Safe in His Arms. And Tyrone Block. I was blessed with my brother Larry Whitfield and I were blessed to interview him on his show. And he's one of the great directors of our time, man. I've always been a fan of his. Percy Beatty led a song on here, and Darius Brooks, he led a song on here as well. We didn't get a chance to get to those songs, but next time I do a Milton Brunson album, I'm definitely going to feature Darius Brooks on the lead, because, man, his voice, man, is timeless, y'all. This, yeah, this is a classic album, these songs right here. Like I said, I heard this after I got saved, and I just been hooked on it, and so I had to talk about this album, man, but my God, man. Milton Brunson, Thompson Community Singers, they absolutely, along with Thomas Whitfield and along with Donald Vales and a couple other choirs, just set the blueprint for how choirs should go. The writing, the arranging, the lyrics, the messages, the musicianship, everything, man. They did it, man. They did it. And this is why their songs are still resonate with the people today, y'all. I am so glad that I had a chance to do this album, you all. Listen, again, don't forget, like and share. I'm very, very glad to be back with you all. Glad you all are watching. I want to give a shout out to my wife who is behind the camera. Hey. And also, I want to give a shout out. My youngest daughter, Cassidy, is home for the weekend because her big sister, Sydney, turns 20 tomorrow, you all. Listen, I'm so happy. I can't believe I got grown kids right now. My goodness. My son is 21. My oldest daughter, Sydney, is about to be 20. Cassidy is 18 right now, y'all. Look, it's still taking a little getting used to, but I'm sure I'm going to get used to it. But man, listen, I'm so glad to be back with you all again this week. Please don't forget, like and share. All right? I had fun. About to have some more fun next week. Now, I warned you all at the beginning that, from time to time we're going to change genres. So, hey, next week might be that week. Y'all stay tuned. So, peace.